going to go ahead and make this a video stream. And we're going to start with some Diablo news because I'm fucking super hyped for Diablo 4. I know y'all are as well. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead. We put the YouTube video in there so you can just watch along at your own leisure if you like, or you can just watch my stream and watch it whichever one you want. And yeah, let's go ahead. This is the official devs new update, or curious, and this one tip changes things big time, so we'll see what exactly that means. It's clickbaity for sure, but whatevs. Let's go ahead and see it, huh? In 3, 2, a skilly dilly doo.
The Diablo 4 devs are at it again, responding to new questions about potential necromancer updates.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to do a quick sound check. That sounds good enough. All right, good. Maybe crank it just a slight bit. Mosai Gaming breaks the latest news and brings you the most incredible content west of the Mississippi.
Versus seasonal realms, and they also talk about getting deep into the Paragon boards. I'm talking about like 9 boards in.
I'm really looking forward to the seasonal content because I thought seasonal content was done exceptionally well on Diablo 3. I really... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I bumped my desk. I gotta get me a thicker, fucking sturdier desk that doesn't fucking, like, jiggle like it's in a fucking like a goddamn earthquake every single time. You can't call yourself a true Texican if you don't got no Mosai Gaming content. Goddamn right. We're regional, you know. By region, I mean global. I like to think so, anyway. Alright. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Seasonal content was done really well on Diablo 3. I hope they continue that positive trend in Diablo 4.
We have some good news out of the controversy surrounding the competition, which will see players race to level 100 in hardcore mode. Also, we have one of the best pieces of advice when it comes to finding the exact aspect you seek in dungeons. This will change the way you play big time. You're going to want to know this. All right, so let's first of all start out with the official stuff. Let's go to Twitter. So we have Zero who says this in Diablo 4. Will non-seasonal characters be getting new content, or is it just new seasons we will have to play to experience this new stuff like gear, battle passes, in-game events, etc.? And Joseph Pora of Blizzard says the Eternal Realm and the Seasonal Realm will be getting the same new legendary powers and unique items with each new season role. Yes,
I like
Adam
that.
Fletcher,
I like that a lot.
Blizzard, also confirms this. Yes, things like new legendary
Yeah, oh, well, shit, I guess I should probably let him fish, huh?
powers and uniques from seasons will transition to the Eternal Realm after a season's end. So there you have it. That is actually really cool. Now, we also have a...
I really like that because that means, well, I guess that means you get to keep your shit. I had a point, all of a sudden it just disappeared. Yeah, I'll shut up now. Let's just watch the fucking video. Shut up, Mo.
follow-up question to this as well from Hex, who says this right here. And new additions such as mechanics, if they're kept in the game, will those find their way to the Eternal Realm as well? Now,
what the fuck is the Eternal Realm?
Responded saying it's possible, but as I've said before, we're reluctant to add layers of mechanical complexity to the core game over a prolonged period. It's more likely that seasonal mechanics might inform future features we'd add to the Evergreen game rather than adding them directly. So that's fascinating, and I think they're apprehensive about that because of games like Destiny 2. As Destiny 2 has gone on and on and on, and some new players try to join up, it's practically overwhelming for them to take on everything that has been added into Destiny 2. So in that respect, I kind of...
Okay, so what the Eternal Realm is, it's just the lingo for the normal base game. So basically all the stuff that you, the skills and junk that you get, or the unique items and powers are added every season, and once that season is over, they'll be added to the, quote, Eternal Realm, which is just Blizzard lingo for the normal base game. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Good. I like that.
Get where Blizzard is coming from.
Summon a Diablo 4 limited edition Mosai Gaming Dubby Shaker, available only in your imagination. I'm glad you clarified that, because I was not cleared. for that. But I would love like a sort of a Mo side gaming centric shaker, which possibly I can find like someone that can do that. That would be kind of cool. We'll have to check that out.
They want to be cautious about that and alienating new players as they get further into the life of Diablo 4. That only makes sense. All right, so let's talk about the Battle Pass and the Eternal Realm. So Zero follows up saying this: am I able to go through the Battle Pass in the Eternal Realm? And the response is no, the Battle Pass is tied to progress made in the Seasonal Realm. So I think a lot of us are going to be playing Seasons no matter what, of course.
Yeah, fucking Hodoy
says this right here. Regarding the Necromancer, might it be possible that corpses may only appear when an appropriate skill or item is being used that can quickly clutter the ground? Thank you. And Joseph Porpora responded saying this: we considered the idea of making them more transparent when the player hadn't selected any corpse, utilizing abilities, but ultimately felt they were too important to see and make use of. We'll be reading the feedback though. How do you guys feel about this? Another idea.
Okay, for real, all you have to do is do this thing called reading the fucking abilities and the skill tree when you're a necromancer. If you have an ability that says this produces every like 5 seconds a fucking corpse whenever it's engaged in battle, then that's when it'll just... a question like that really kind of pisses me off, because it really just shows you that all the casuals and normie scum are going to be deep into this game and they're not reading a goddamn thing. And you're going to have to really just sit them down and explain to them in idiot speak what that means. This means more corpse, so you can do corpse explode, go boom, or you can res, make more skeleton friends. Like you might have to like Reddit up your fucking lingo and really like lower your fucking bar for intelligent discourse, I feel, when it comes to normies in this fucking game. Because like all that stuff, that question was already answered if this person just simply read their skill tree when they're playing the Necromancer, Anywho, sorry.
Idea is perhaps have them like burrow and then like emerge as if they're coming from like a graveyard. That's another thought that they can actually do and would be pretty neat. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, or if you think it's fine how it is and you like your army to be around you. All right, next up we have Dennis, who says,
yeah, of
I'm
course
wondering
you want your army around you.
6 to 7 to 8, 9 Paragon boards is intended that people are creating such builds without legendary powers just because glyphs are so much more powerful. And Joseph responds saying, this largely depends on your build. It's unlikely but not necessarily impossible that a character could make use of 4+ legendary nodes. The power of well upgraded and planned glyphs cannot be overstated. Yeah, there's been some examination versus legendary powers versus nodes versus glyphs on the Paragon boards. And you kind of have to go out of your way to get those legendary nodes. So people are like, hey, just go for the glyphs. Those are going to be the most important things to get. But it seems like
a lot of this stuff that they're talking about, I mean, I get that question, I really do. But people, sometimes I feel like with some of these questions, they're really jumping the gun a little bit, because they're asking questions that if they just waited until the official release was dropped, like a ton of these questions would be almost immediately answered. Like, the glyphs versus legendary nodes and shit like that. You would just know that if you just had a little bit more patience and just waited for the fucking game. But, that's just me being all like, patient Paul over here. Patient Paulie, I guess. Anywho, video.
There are going to be some cases where, hey, legendary nodes are going to be somewhat important. So I'm curious to see how this is going to play out with the Paragon boards, or if they're going to have to adjust it as well. Now, Chris also says this: any chance drops will be lowered for launch? I hope so, as I feel there were still too many legendaries on the ground. Thanks for the great...
Yes, dipshit. That's because it was the fucking server slam and the fucking beta. Of course, there's going to be more legendary drops and better equipment, so you can get a good feel with like really, really good equipment, like while you're in the sort of the beta state and the server slam state. It's just, it kind of blows my mind a little bit that people are having a hard time wrapping their minds around the stuff that you're going to be doing in the beta, or the stuff that you did in the beta and the server slam. It's not going to be the same thing that you're going to be doing in the official release when it officially drops. So I just, bless these fucking devs. They are answering the same question, just reworded about a dozen or a thousand so fucking times. And they only needed the one answer. At some point in time, they just need to do an FAQ and just have an FAQ link to where people like, here, click on this before you ask this fucking question, so we're not answering the same fucking question reworded like 1,000 fucking times. Anywho, blah blah blah. That just gets my goat a little bit.
Videos and many more. And we have Joseph Horror who says we'll be evaluating the feedback and the data once the game goes live, but at the moment we're not planning any major changes to drop rates when the game goes live. I felt like personally the drop rates felt really good during the server slam. It wasn't like all over the place. You weren't getting an overabundant amount of legendaries and rare items. So I think right now they just need to keep it as is. I totally agree with that decision. All right, so you guys may remember this tweet right here, which definitely stirred up some controversy. Check it out. It says, think you can cheat death, reach level 100 on hardcore mode, and tweet Diablo 4 hardcore with proof to have your username immortalized on the Statue of Lilith. So yeah, this is the race to level 100 in hardcore mode. And yes, of course, it stirred up a lot of talk and controversy, considering the fact that reviewers, certain personalities, YouTubers, streamers, have gotten access to the game way earlier than everyone else. Of course, their progress is going to be reset, but they have a major advantage in this competition. Now, Maxroll, you may have heard of them.
That was sort of a bummer. I wish they didn't. I wish they kind of didn't have something. They did that, then make this announcement, because the problem is the people who had like such a they got the big review copies and all that. The people who are under review embargo, they got to play like pretty much the entire game. Like there's one dude whose video I was watching earlier today. He was talking about how his review embargo is going to be lifted here on the 30th, and he got to play the entire game and content and everything already. And then they released this, hey, first 100 to level 100 in hardcore mode will get their names etched on there, right? And I kind of wish that they didn't do that. And like maybe they should wait until maybe, because last night we were talking about this, and that was fine with it being right out the gate. But now thinking about it, maybe they should go ahead and just wait till the first season starts, just so everyone can have a chance to get the exact sort of same intelligence that all the other people who got early review copies did. Because it would kind of suck to try and like do this and you're getting fucking blown off or blown away by like streamer X, who's already got like 20, 30, 40 fucking hours into the game already, more than you do right out the gate. So maybe they should delay that until the official first season. That way it's a fucking mad dash with everyone knowing pretty much more or less the exact same thing to this coveted sort of title of getting your name etched into the statue. I'm hoping so anyway. But anyway, just personal opinion video.
I'm sure you have, actually. They actually did the right thing today. I'm super impressed by this. Check it out. It says, Maxroll members will race to 100, but will not claim prizes. That is awesome. It says, while the issue was overblown anyways, Rax just said the Maxroll squad, Woody, him, etc., will not claim any prizes from racing to 100.
Well, that kind of sucks for them. I mean, like, just, all right, we've anticipated this. We knew that this was going to happen, that there were going to be like hiccups and stumbles to the road to launch, and this and the the fake Q&A, which, by the way, if you were checking out Deep Thoughts with Cheap Thoughts, the Moside Gaming story, I wish I had some thoughts around me, but a goddamn mustache hair, fuck, man. It's like itching my nose like freaking crazy. I gotta shave again, man. This is fucking getting ridiculous. Blah 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 blah. That kind of sucks for them. But that fake Q&A that happened the other day, what happened was, it wasn't Blizzard's fault. It was the dude who was doing the Q&A didn't really properly like pimp out his shit enough. All he did was just tweet out, "Hey, I'm doing an interview with the dev. Give me your questions," and no one fucking saw it because he's a literal nobody, right? And he didn't like retweet it over and over again, so he just made up his own shit, and that's why all the questions were bullshit softball ones, and the dev was like just trying to do his best to answer them in a non-corpo execu-speak sort of way. Like, knowing that now has a lot of the stuff that was said in that interview make a lot more sense. So, hey, rare Blizzard rare Blizzard W, because it wasn't their fault. Hopefully they don't do shit with that moron again. Anywho, Deep Thoughts with Mo.
Due to getting to play early, I've got to say, despite the state of the Diablo subreddits, I really like the
Reddit.
Diablo
Fuck the Diablo
figures.
subreddit.
Really
Get out.
Community. And they also, also will have some amazing guides that are on their website. I'm actually looking forward to those. But that is awesome to see once again that they actually took the high ground, I guess you would say, and did the right thing. And now, I guess, those that want to go on this race to level 100 during hardcore, they don't have to worry as much, of course. All right, so a lot of players are apparently also underestimating hardcore difficulty. Check it out. It says the first 1,000 players to hit level 100 get rewarded. And I don't think people realize that there is a high chance that 1,000 people won't even hit level 100 before Season 1 is out. Now, Path of Exile is 10 plus years old. Crucible has been out almost 2 months now, and only 483 people are level 100 in hardcore Crucible. If you count hardcore SSF Crucible, you can add another 177. Now, these people have years of experience playing the game, and not even 500 people have hit level 100 in hardcore this league. Now, 5 to 6 people having an advantage doesn't mean crap. 99% of you will never be hitting level 100 in hardcore anyway. We have a follow-up.
I'm going to be honest here. This just makes it, this feels like a challenge. It makes me just want to do a hardcore character. And I think if I do a hardcore character, it'll probably be the Sorceress. Because I want my name etched on that fucking statue. Oh shit. The salt and the rage from Diablo 4 hardcore character people fucking dying is going to be delicious too. I'm looking forward to that.
Comment here. Because honestly, if Rod didn't say anything, it probably wouldn't have blown over. I agree, it's not a big deal. 99% of these earlier reviewers probably would have made top 1,000 anyways, because it's literally their job to do so. And the other 1% probably won't even do the competition because they have somewhat of a life. So yeah, let me know if you guys are going to actually attempt this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to enjoy the game. I'm going to chill, enjoy the story, and just really embrace this game. I cannot wait for it. I was hooked to the story, I was like, wow, this is legit good. Even like the voiceovers and narration at points, man, solid. And of course, exploring the open world side content. I cannot wait. It's not all about, the race to level 100 for all of us, although that is going to be more of a prevalent thing as we pass through the campaign and finish that up. But yeah, I'm so hyped for this game. I cannot wait. Now we have invaluable tip here about finding your needed aspect in the dungeon that you seek. So how do you go about doing this? This is critical. So check it out. It says PSA, finding your aspect dungeon. You see a lot of videos that try to tell you using maps to find this dungeon with your desired aspect. I feel like most players didn't notice you don't need a map for this. Within the codex, you can actually choose to track that aspect, which will path you to that dungeon. It's just like tracking quests. So just look into the codex, pick the aspect you want, let it lead you. So the more you know. I think this is one of the most critical pieces of advice I have seen so far on the subreddit. So I'm sure that is going to help out a ton of you. So yes, the more you know about that one. All right, so now it's time to get into your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in a future video. So
yeah, I think we'll be skipping this part of the video. I like this guy, Open World Games. Check him out. Blah 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 blah. Here's his video arena. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and sub to this dude because his videos are a lot of fun. He's been a really great constant, like, credible source for Diablo 4 content and news and shit, because that's usually who I'm like watching when I'm on stream, is checking out this guy's stuff. So I really like him. Go check it out. And yeah, it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to go into the hardcore scene in Diablo 4 not knowing a goddamn thing. And pretty much like 99% of them, like the vid says, they're going to fail fucking miserably. I do think that the best one to try it with will be the fucking sorcerer. I think she's got the best shot so far because she just eats fucking health bars like fucking like soda pop, man, like fucking Dr. Pepper, and it's just fucking great. Soda pop. What the fuck is soda pop? It's Coke. All right, we're in Texas. We have certain vernacular that we are required and expected to use. We never, well, I guess I could say soda pop. I just can't say pop because that sounds stupid if I say pop.